Purchasing a home, especially in this market, can seem like a daunting task. So today we're going to be talking about everything first-time home buyers need to know before they jump into the home buying process. The most common questions that I get when working with first-time home buyers. Hey friends, welcome back. Mary Howard here with There's No Place Like Home NC, Red Boots Realty powered by eXp Realty. All right, so the first question is there any type of checklist for someone who's thinking about purchasing a home in the next 6 to 12 months? Absolutely. And if you want more detailed information, you can check out this playlist right here, How to Buy a House Step-by-Step Guide, as I've broken down all of these steps individually. But first and most importantly, you need to speak with a lender. Even if you are moving to the area and you will be paying for the property with cash. I've always been told it's better to use someone else's money than your own, even though the interest rates are coming down, they are still historically low. And when you are interviewing lenders, you are going to want to speak to a few different lenders and ask about all of the options. And there is a huge difference between a lender like a big bank versus a loan officer broker. So what are the pros and cons between a big bank and a broker? Most people will traditionally go to their big bank because it's easier. They already have an established relationship, and when you're going through the process, you may not have to submit as many documents because your bank already has access to them. The downside is that your traditional bank may not offer as many options as a broker. The pro of using a broker is that they typically have tons of different lenders that they're able to shop and be able to underwrite different types of loans with varying layovers, which means that there is more flexibility for you to get a really custom tailored experience. Another pro is most of these brokers are in town, or at least the general area, so they have a reputation to protect. The second thing on the checklist is you're going to need to find a realtor. You need to interview real estate agents and make sure that you are comfortable with them, and make sure that that realtor is knowledgeable and really understands what is happening in today's market. You should be able to ask questions about the process and get a response that makes you comfortable and explain to you in a way that you understand. The last item on the checklist is your closing attorney. In North Carolina, the closing attorney is the unsung hero. They go through the deed. They make sure that the property is a conveyable property. They make sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. In North Carolina, real estate attorneys are Switzerland, and if it wasn't for them, no properties would ever close. The next question I get is it true that I have to have 20% for a down payment? This is absolutely a myth. Depending on your situation, the lender or broker, depending on which way works for you, will look at your situation and determine maybe you can put down 3.5% with an FHA loan. Or if you're okay living in a more rural area, maybe you can qualify for a USDA loan, which is 0% down. If you are a teacher, a firefighter, police officer, one of our community heroes, there could be some really great opportunities for you, just like with veterans. The next question that I get is, are there any grants or funding available for first-time home buyers? The answer is yes. In North Carolina, there are first-time home buyer loan grants, and this falls squarely in a local broker's playground. But please, if this is something for you, you're curious about this, please read the fine print on them. There are horror stories that I've had. The next question is, what about a home inspection? What about a survey? What about the appraisal? And the answer is yes. All of these inspections are very important pieces to the process. And when you have a home under contract, all of these inspections happen after that. Once your contract is written and accepted, you will have a window of time to conduct all of the inspections, which are paid by you, typically. Generally speaking, a home inspection checks the mechanicals, the plumbing, the structural elements, the electrical elements, the roof, the siding, and really all fundamental items of a home. The survey is not mandatory for you to close on a home, but if you don't have a survey, then you will negate the owner's title policy. And then appraisals are mandatory in North Carolina for any property that is being financed. That appraisal will be ordered by your lender or broker, but you will have to pay for that out of pocket. Another question I get is, what are some of the common expenses that we need to budget for throughout the process? Well, the first one that you need to budget for will be the appraisal. In North Carolina, an appraisal can run anywhere from $500 to $800. You will also need to budget for the home inspection. And again, in North Carolina, most of the time that's based on the age of the potential property and the square footage. So that can range anywhere from $400 to over $1,000. And the question that I've been getting lately in the past 4 to 6 weeks is, hey Mary, the mortgage rates are higher than they used to be. Should I buy a house now, or should I wait until the home's prices drop again? Guys, my honest answer is don't wait. I know that's a great real estate thing to say, right? But let me tell you, inventory is so low right now. If you find a home, something that you really like, and you're able to afford it, then get that offer written. Because at the end of the day, if you're renting, wouldn't you rather pay your own mortgage instead of your landlord's mortgage? From a business side of things, if you purchase the home now, even if interest rates are higher than they were 2 years ago, but the equity still grows, this is your equity. This is yours. The flip side is, if the mortgage rates do come back down, you can always refinance. You can get a better rate. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to call, text, or email me. My information's on the screen and in the descriptions below. Thank you for watching. My name is Mary Howard, and this is There Is No Place Like Home NC. Take care.